We're moving on to our next and final story this morning, which is on female rapper Kel, who calls Nigeria a failed state. Okay, so before she came to this conclusion, I think she was talking about her PVC encounter, and she said she was really, really excited, wanted to go and collect her PVC, and then they called her name, which made her even more excited, only for her to be disappointed at the end of the day because they actually couldn't find the PVC. And that makes me think that, you know, there are a number of people who are going to be like that, who actually want to vote, who want their PVC, and they're actually going to go there saying, okay, where's my PVC? And then they won't be able to find it. So let's not, you know, I think we need to take that into consideration in terms of the elections. There are people that are not going to go and collect their PVCs. There are people who actually want to collect their PVCs and won't find it. There's always one blip or another in terms of all of these registrations and in terms of even the collections. So what she's saying, I think, makes sense, especially in particular to her own case. So I think she has vented, and I don't know, I think this is a complete travesty, because this is somebody that actually wants to vote. We've been going on and on, people should go and collect their PVCs, let them vote, only for INEC to disappoint at the end of the day, especially with regards to Kel. So like I said, it's a travesty.
I like that I mentioned registration, because I'm not venting about this anymore, because it didn't start now. This whole thing, I think I've vented and I'm tired of venting. Like, instead from when people really wanted to register, then you go there. Those that are supposed to register, you're acting like they're doing you some favor. You know, so you're there, you're under the sun. At the end of the day, they register probably 30 people in the day and they say they are done. And you're wondering, 30 people in a day, like, how far do you intend to go with this?
And let's not even forget about the politics behind even that.
And then you will be on the queue. You've been there from like 7 a.m. Some people will come in with a group of people. They go straight in. They are attended to, and you're still there standing and wondering what is going on. So it didn't just start now. INEC has always gotten it wrong when it comes to registration and making sure Nigerians have their PVC and on time. And they make sure you go through serious of stress. Like, why is it so stressful to get registered? Why is it so stressful to get your PVC? Why is it so stressful every time?
Especially in a digital age.
In a digital age. And most times they make you just lose your interest, and you're wondering, am I supposed to go and stand under the sun? And then there's this idea at the back of your mind that makes you feel like, is my vote even going to be counted? And you start wondering, why am I stressing myself under the sun for absolutely nothing?
Yeah, you know, we've talked about, PVCs, registration and all of this for a long while, but I'm like, in Kel's case, she has done all of that and she didn't even complain, but at least she wants to come and collect the final.
I mean, there are so many people that are going to be in that situation.
Exactly.
So
I know somebody that went there on Monday to get his PVC, and they told him it won't be ready until 2 weeks time, I guess. 2 weeks. And that's like after the election.
Anyway, today is the last day for collection, so in case you're watching and you really want your...
No, they're still giving after election.
So they're
still want to collect your PVC after the election.
Well, I think they'll be giving, non-officially after election, but I think there's talk that they're saying they want to extend that
the collection,
today's deadline.
Today was supposed to be the
deadline. Yeah, there's talk. And like Ife is saying, even if they didn't extend it, I think people would have still been collecting normally, because I don't think they've got everybody's PVC.
And you know, like the mentality of Nigerians, a lot of people are not even going to participate in the voting, unlike Kel, who actually wants to participate. Some people just need this as a form of identification, because there are people who are jobless, who don't have a job, work ID card, they don't have a passport.
ID card is also stressful to get.
Yeah, so some people just need this to be able to open bank accounts, to be able to do. And so some people are not even bothered. They don't mind if they get it after the election. Do you get what I mean? And that's just a crazy mindset. Like, okay, now the PVC is supposed to be used as a form of identification. And I think we've gotten to that level where it should all be biometrics.
If
you ask me.
I'm glad that we are here now. I mean, the elections is just 7 days away, or how many days? I mean, next Saturday, right? So I don't think there's any solution I'm going to prefer right now, but all I'm trying to say is, once this election is over, like this 2019 general election, and by God's grace, Nigeria still remains one, we need to start the process of getting people registered in time. You cannot just come and give like a little time frame and then people go there. Also sensitize your people, the INEC staffs, people that are going to register us. Let them understand that they are not doing us a favor.
But I don't know if you guys have been receiving text messages from INEC.
I received,
I did, and I'm wondering like,
I will see to collect.
Okay, guys, let's talk about in terms of even the deadline. Should we, technically speaking, be having a deadline? Because I'm like, you should give people the choice to actually come and collect it. Even up to the day, even on the day, some people may want to collect it.
And we need to also understand they have more duties. Exactly, like so they are going to be on the staff to go get stuff done. So they need people to get their PVC so that this other people, these same people can, these same people can focus on other things and. Yeah, so I understand where the deadline is coming from, but you don't give a deadline when you know that they are not ready. Do you understand? Exactly. And they're not even ready.
And when it's not realistic anyway, because it's next week the election.
Somebody gave me a conspiracy theory, so I'm going to be a Tukumba Taiwo. So they said, okay, people that they are not getting theirs collected are the ones they will use to rig the election.
I have a feeling.
We've always had that conspiracy, like it's not a new conspiracy, like that's what we always hear. But I mean, this is an entertainment show, so I rest my case.
Oops. Very well said.
Entertainers are going to vote, so yes.
Yes, exactly. Case, and speaking of entertainers, Kel is an entertainer.
And Kel is an entertainer.
And there's so many other.
If you use my PVC, thank God I've collected my own PVC. Anyways, now let's say if you use it to rig. And that's to call it God now.
Oh, okay. See, now that we even bring rigging into the equation, how do you think we can actually mitigate rigging in Nigeria? Do you have any idea how we can, in terms of the PVCs?
So do we have members?
Like I said, Yemi Alade has the best performance in Nigeria on stage.
No, we're talking about rigging here. Which one
I don't understand. How am I supposed to know rigging? Like right now, who even told you they want to rig the election? Let's start from there.
And you know what? A lot of our politicians have so much faith in INEC, especially after what they did.
They have so much faith.
No. But it's the truth. Every political event I covered, like before this election period and all of that. One particular question I was always concerned about, and even I got the chance to speak to the vice presidential aspirant Peter Obi, and I asked him that, does he have faith in INEC? Does he believe that this year's election is going to be free and fair? And he spoke with so much confidence, saying that yes, this is going to be. I also got the chance to speak to El Rufai, and El Rufai even gave an instance. He said with what they have done in Ekiti and Osun State, so he knows that they are way better.
So really, Osun State is an example to be given right now.
That was
to have
what
hope and
El Rufai.
No, right? No, you don't understand where he's coming from.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, is Osun State a viable example right now?
Do you understand? So you get so a lot of them you get. I'm talking about the Bayelsa State governor saying the same thing, that he has faith in INEC. So even somebody that is running for a position, Peter Obi, for example, has faith in INEC, or I don't know why.
Do you not think that faith
I
is politics?
understand the faith. Don't worry.
Faith, is it not politics? Elsie, do you think, is that where you're coming from?
I understand the faith.
Explain me, I don't understand though.
You need to understand these things, but I understand the faith.
Me, I don't, so please tell us.
Like I said, if you want to talk about Yemi Alade, I'm interested, but right now I'm done with PVC fab.
When else doesn't want to answer the question, she speaks for Yemi Alade. No, but seriously, if do you not think that all of them showing faith is all part of politics?
Well, Nigeria has always been a...
I mean, this is a democratic country, right?
I wouldn't say it's all part of politics. I would just say they are being very diplomatic.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we call politics, diplomacy.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what politics is.
So a diplomat is a politician.
Oh, you should have known better, Ife. Rather than... That's what it is. Yes. All diplomats are politicians. All politicians are diplomats. Yes. Okay.
I like your diplomacy right now.
Exactly. All right. Any final thoughts on this, on Kel and her plight before we move on?
I'm not very sure it's going to be extended, but if it's going to be extended, please go out there, get your PVC, and be ready to vote. No matter what we think.
What local government are you voting?
at the end of the day, it is highly important.
Say
highly important for us to go out there and vote our conscience. Not if you get there and they're sharing money, please collect it. Yeah. But vote your conscience. Thank you.
No, please do not collect money. Bribery.
Because what?
Do not collect money.
It is
do
my opinion.
not sell your vote.
Exactly.
Do not.
I did not say they should sell you. I'm saying if I'm on that queue, hold on. If I'm on that queue and someone says,
blow the whistle. If anybody offers you money, blow the whistle.
Listen to me. If you're on that queue and somebody comes and say, I need you to put your thumbprint here, take this, and you know you want to put it here, collect it and go and put it here. That is what I'm saying.
They'll watch you.
Who is watching you? No, it doesn't.
The international.
They'll use Facebook to track your vote. Oh.
Anyway, that's all I have to
You
say.
understand?
Oh,
please do not collect money. Do not listen to Elsie. She's just being a very bad influence right now.
Yes.
So do not collect money. Blow the whistle. Call somebody. Report them. That is the right thing to do.
Even if we've said all of this,
But if you collect the money, share with me, though.
Oh, there you go then. So you're just as corrupt as Elsie.
I said she should share her money with me. Did I say?
Guys, we need to wrap up the show.
Wow.
That's where corruption starts. If you're saying they should collect a bag of rice, just to select someone or to...
So the rice should just waste like that.
Oh my goodness.